أعوذ بالله من الشيطان رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من قولي سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How's everyone doing today? Mohammed, who you probably had presenting to you for the last. So sometimes I'll be here, sometimes he'll be here. Last week, I was supposed to be here, and I wasn't able to make. Ya Rabb. We ask of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send abundant salutation on our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the gifts that He has bestowed upon us, allowing us to have woken up this morning, allowing us to have a roof over our heads. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for being able to see, being able to hear, being able to speak, the heart that is currently beating without a omission. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the gift of Iman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gifts Iman to whom He so pleases, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen us to be recipients of that. Of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ni'mat Allah. If you try to put an amount to one of the one favor, one the goal being Jannah. Allah, if it's inshallah those who were the first recipients of Quran, most horrible things if your wife gave birth to What did the Quran do? He speaks about him in the Quran. He says, radiyallahu. Understanding and obeying the Quran like they did not have Quran and they were exposed to Quran, we did not have Quran. Join me on this journey, inshallah. Start off, we're still busy. I think we're going to finish it in this time. Our time is very short. ta'awudh, a'udhu billahi min ash-shaytanir rajim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ الْقُرْآنَ, when you read Quran, فَاسْتَعِذْ, seek protection. فَأَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. Oh Allah, I seek protection by you from shaitan the cursed. That's why, number one, we don't misinterpret the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the to ayat, Allah protects us from that. That we receive His word to the best of our ability as it's supposed to be understood. Number two, there's going to be moments in inspired. To make changes, and as you make that intention, He then dissuades you from it. Says, no, not now. You become 40 when you go on Hajj and all these different excuses He's going to make. So we seek protection by Allah that He doesn't cause this. If I'm inspired, He grants me the ability to act. Ameen. Rabbal Alameen. And then Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the especially merciful. We at verse number 5. I'm going to do a quick recap of the first few verses. Text of verse number 5. Rasulullah sallallahu, very early stages of Makkah, going through a bit of difficulty. There's no more revelation. Starting to feel sad, he's starting to feel a state of depression. What's happening? Did he do something wrong? Why is Allah no longer communicating to him? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveals these verses. وَالضُّحَى, this wow al-qasam, Allah takes an oath by the morning light. وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى, and by the night when it darkens. مَا وَدَّعَكَ رَبُّكَ, and He does not hate you. Again, read the Quran as a living reality. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to you that He does not hate you, that He has not deserted you. No matter what situation you find yourself in, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala thereafter says, وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى. Whatever you're going through, what is to come is going to be better for you. Whatever you are going through, what is to come, no matter what situation you find yourself in now, what is to come is going to be better for you. And then here, verse number 5, وَلَا سَوْفَ, lam, wa first means and, lam of emphasis, lam al-tawqeed. Sawfa means soon. Happen very soon. What is going to happen very soon? وَلَا سَوْفَ يُعْطِيكَ, and soon we will give you, or soon He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will give you. أَعْطَى, to give. يُعْطِيكَ, give you. It's firstly speaking directly to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then it's speaking to me, and it's speaking to you. Rabb, don't allow those obstacles to take you off that path. Continue on this path, and soon your Lord is going to give you so tarda, you will be pleased. This is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the promise of Allah. No matter what situation you find yourself, when you take this path where you're turning back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it can seem as if the challenges are now even more. It can seem as if, hold on. Hold on. Because soon Allah is going to give and make easy for you. You must remember to see and to see the desire of someone wanting to really continue with what they are doing, whether it be in any field. Obstacle is placed there, and whether they're able to overcome that obstacle, or they're going to give it up. You start on the spot, the obstacle comes. A family member is studying deen. Now what's that got to do with anything? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Challenge after challenge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to see, are you going to hold on? Or are you going to give it up for what people has to say? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises, وَلَا سَوْفَ, indeed soon, يُعْطِيكَ رَبُّكَ, your Lord is going to give you. وَتَرْضَى, and you're going to be pleased. The word رَبُّكَ in the verse, coming from the word يُعْطِي, يُعْطِي is the verb, فعل, مضارع, أعطى, يُعْطِي, the yaz is the sign, and then رَبُّ. What hal is Rabbu in? Halatu Raf. So Halatu Raf, this is the fa'il, the doer of the verb into the grammar. فَتَرْضَى, and then you will be pleased. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then asks certain questions. A promise, and you can be, is Allah really going to give it to me? Is this promise really true? No, this is Allah speaking to the Prophet, man. He's not speaking to me here, man. This is about the Prophet's. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. We don't have that doubts. We have accepted to enter into the world of Quran. Live the experience. Allah asks a few questions. Alam yajid. Didn't He give you a secure home so that you can live your life up until the point that you are now big and strong and seeing? Allah asks the question, if you don't believe the statement that I just said that I'm soon going to give you, then no, you are only as old as you are and living and breathing because I allowed that to happen. Nothing else. No other reason. Not because of your own self. As a child, we are helpless. As a child, you can do nothing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has inspired your parents to take care of you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ensured that they change your nappy. Because that nappy that doesn't change causes a rash which eventually turns into a disease. And a baby does that 6 or 7 times a day. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspired them to feed you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspired them to take care of you. Didn't we find you in a state of not having, a state as an orphan for our, and then we are the ones that has given you that refuge and protection. Allah for a path, looking for something. Didn't we find you unaware? Desire that you had, and Allah subhanahu facilitated desire, that niyyah, that intention to become a reality. Didn't we find you need Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.